Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Happy spring. Apparently it was the first day of spring sometime this week. I don't know exactly what day, but it is finally spring. We've been having the most amazing weather. Like, it doesn't even feel like winter out in my part of Ontario, and it's just been amazing. Welcome to my kitchen. We're going to be spending part of today in the kitchen, and I think it's gonna be so much fun. I want to try making bagels. I have, believe it or not, I've never attempted to make bagels before, and I don't know why, because I don't think it's really that complicated. This dough was super simple to make. It's basically just a regular yeast dough recipe. All you need is 2 cups of warm water and 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. And I added that to the water, and it calls for 3 tablespoons of sugar divided. I like to add at least a tablespoon to the water and yeast mixture because it just helps the yeast to rise, I believe. I don't know, it's just something I always do. Anyways, once the yeast has risen to the top, I added the remaining sugar, and you also need 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of oil, and then it calls for 6 cups of bread flour. I just used all-purpose because that's what I had on hand, and I don't think I needed quite 6 cups. I pretty much just like to add flour until I think it's a nice dough. Once it was mixed as good as it could be in my mixer, I took it out onto the counter and just kneaded it by hand for a while, just till it was nice and evenly and thoroughly mixed together. After that, I just placed it into a bowl and covered it up with my cute little bowl cover and set it out in the sunshine to rise for about an hour, basically just till it was doubled in size. The dough is done rising, so we are ready for the most fun part, shaping time. This recipe makes 12 bagels, so I went ahead and divided the dough into 12 equal parts, and then I just shaped them each into nice little balls. At this point, it was time to start preheating the oven. The recipe said to put a large pan full of water on the lowest rack in the oven, so that's what I did, and then I preheated it to 425, I believe. And then to actually shape them into bagels, I just poked a hole in the middle with my fingers and then kind of just twirled it around my fingers to kind of, yeah, just stretch it out and make it into that bagel shape. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it, but this is kind of how the recipe described it, and it worked really well. While I was shaping them, I was also bringing a pot of water with 1 tablespoon of sugar in it to a boil. And then once the water was boiling, I put in 4 bagels at a time and just boiled them for a minute, and then I flipped them over and did the same thing with the next side. I had lots of toppings on hand, so I had so much fun just kind of going wild with all the different flavors. The first 3 I just put cheese on, and I baked them all the way like this. I think if I would do it again, I probably would bake the bagels till they're mostly done first and then add the cheese on top, because the cheese did get browned quite a bit. I had some everything bagel seasoning, so of course we had to make some everything bagels. And then on another 3 I put just plain sesame seeds, and the last 3 I just seasoned with some garlic powder. I also put some onion powder and then just some poppy seeds for decorations, I guess. And they were all super good. I baked them at 425 for about 15 minutes or a little more. Basically, you just want to bake them until they're lightly browned. I did turn them around about halfway through just to make sure that they were getting evenly baked. But yeah, they turned out so good. As with any video that I do in the kitchen, we always have to do a taste test. So, got a little bit of cream cheese here, and I'm gonna open one up and we're gonna see what it's like. They look so beautiful. I am gonna go with an everything bagel. Here's what she looks like on the inside. It would probably be better toasted, but I'm too impatient. I just want to try it. I found some better lighting. Okay, moment of truth. Oh my goodness. I almost passed away there. Not to be dramatic. Let's see what the dogs think of it. Want to do a little taste test? Dance. Oh, Harper. AC? Harper, do not steal. We very much approve. And I don't think this will be the last time I'm making bagels. So that was my first time ever making bagels. That was actually really fun and so much easier than I thought it would be. It's totally ridiculous that I haven't made them sooner. But I will, of course, put the recipe in the description below if you guys want to try it out. I highly recommend. That was so delicious. And I cannot wait to make like breakfast sandwiches and stuff out of them. That's gonna be amazing. Let me know if you end up trying out these bagels. But I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see you next time.